Good skill improvement.
That's unfortunate. I mean, good job.
Footage.
Search. We're going to get some chance to improve some skills tonight, boys. That was terrible grammar.
Oh,
Like my swim ability?
Yes.
It's really low.
Yep. But instead of water...
About you having a swim check.
What? He came from Earth? They got water there.
Right. But I don't expect him to need a swim check tonight.
Well, I mean, maybe it'll be through the vacuum of space.
Hey, Patrick, that
Space
was a
ocean.
joke.
Oh, you guys. All right. Are we ready for recap?
yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Cap it.
Recapping. Excuse me. I'm going to make this one pretty short because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, and neither do you, and we're going to learn it tonight. Okay, recap. You guys had a radiation leak, and the entire episode last week was spent flirting with a robot and fixing that. And then you came out of jump space and found yourselves surrounded by and being inhibited. Your ship was being inhibited by 3 what appear to be enemy ships, one of them definitely so. As you were hailed on the comms, and you saw a very familiar, unwelcome face. The face of this woman. And she gave you an ultimatum. And do you guys remember what that was?
Yeah, we should surrender, or is she gonna shoot us?
That was pretty much it. And
Original.
yep, she gave you 5 minutes to think about it, which actually was giving you 5 minutes to prepare because you guys never say die, right?
5 minutes? Five
And
five
we're
minutes
very
before we
rarely
get shot?
think.
Or we never think about it.
Yes.
5 minutes to think about this before we get shot and get killed?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna go spend 2 of those minutes with candy.
Oh, wow. That's quite the change for you.
Well, I heard a lot of the jokes,
Oh, okay.
but I'll still keep my character good.
She's in there playing solitaire with space cards. Says, yeah, after this game.
Yep. Can I ask what's the difference between cards and space cards?
The artwork that's printed on the back.
Oh, of course.
Yep. Okay, so she is going to be doing, we'll say, give me just a minute. I am deciding a couple of things here that I didn't quite have time to take care of. Won't take long. Can't use her. She's dead. Can use this guy though, because he's not dead yet.
So, did anybody else look at the starship combat rules?
I forgot.
I
There-
did, but as I'm comms, I think I just basically help everybody out.
Fair.
Actually, well,
They
yes,
are in the journal, so.
you do help everybody out. But it occurred to me during the week. And when I say during the week, I mean like 25 minutes ago. Excuse me. Jeez. That I didn't get around to making any rules for comms. So, I mean, you're going to be doing that, but to actually keep you in the game as well, you, Duvo, are going to be the ship's captain during the combat. Because the captain has some very specific things to do. And then I am also going to allow you once per round, and we're going to call this the comms responsibility or whatever, it doesn't matter. Once per round, you're going to be able to aid a character in their endeavor. And I think it's going to be, you're either going to be aiding Mark or was it Atticus? Let me look right quick. You have no heavy weapons skill, and you have, okay, so you've got navigate and you've got craft mechanics. So yeah, the only ones you're going to be any good to are going to be either Mark or Atticus. So you'll be able to help with engineering and or navigation, your choice, each round. The only thing I ask is that you make that decision at the beginning of the round. And the first round, that's going to be kind of a toss-up. But it should be pretty apparent each subsequent round which one that you will want to assist. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. All right. So the lady, woman, female comes on the comms after 4 minutes and 30 some odd seconds and says, "What's it gonna be, boys?" And Atticus said something insulting about her mother, and nobody else said anything. And then you guys, and I quote, "punch it." So here we go for Starship Combat in the Void. Now, I mentioned I have no idea what I'm doing. That's kind of true. These rules are very untested by me, and I had to, I'm so nervous about this. I had to make myself a freaking workflow cheat sheet. So you've essentially found yourselves called into Starship Combat support, and I have to go through and troubleshoot accordingly. That was probably a bad analogy, but I made it. So the first thing that we are going to do is roll initiative between the two pilots. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter because we're not actually using your score for anything. We're using the ship's score. And that is going to be 1d10 plus the handling score. Now, you guys have no point of reference for what handling score the DAX has. You're just going to have to trust me when I say it's a 12. So roll a d10 plus 12, and then I will be rolling a d10 plus the punishments. That's the aggressive red ship. The punishment is going to be rolling.
Who's rolling?
Yeah, you guys pick somebody. I don't care.
Duvo.
Yeah, I said Duvo's captain.
Okay.
D10 plus 12?
D10 plus 12. Okay. Now, I also wanted to try this because I didn't know it actually existed. I rolled a private GM roll, right? Nope. You can right click on it and show the players. So that's cool. Alrighty. First thing I do.
Nerd.
What's that?
Nerd.
Yep. Total. Complete nerdery. Okay. So I decide whether to go offensive or defensive, and they are going to choose offensive. And you guys need to decide whether or not you're going to go offensive or defensive, and that is done by the captain. Now, the captain has the final say, but the captain can poll the crew, of course.
Well, what do we think, gentlemen?
For 3v1, I think we go defensive first, so we don't get shredded.
Okay, that's
Just fly the ship. Tell me what to do.
that's 1 for defensive, 1 I just work here. What does everybody else think?
Josh obviously looks at his panel and goes like, come on. Like, I think we need to fight. I think we need to shoot something.
Okay, now I figured you were going to say that. I forgot to mention, to be clear, just because you're flying defensively doesn't mean you're not shooting.
But you're taking a less aggressive like line or something as you're flying.
Yes, you're attempting to make things more difficult for the enemy gunner. Sorry, but that often means it's more difficult for you. Now, tactically speaking, and you guys will figure this out if you haven't already, Josh has a wicked good gunnery skill. When I look at heavy weapons, I mean, it's not as good as your firearms, but it's still pretty good. Those are things to take into account.
Yeah, I'm just joking. Obviously, I'm gonna say I think we probably need to play it a little defensive, see what their capabilities are.
I'm all for getting some space.
Okay. So it sounds like everybody's in favor of defensive. Dave, Duvo, are you going to overrule and demand that you get right down to it, or is defensive the way you're going to go?
Well, I was a goalie, so I'm very much a fan of defense.
Okay. Defensive it is. All right. So I have chosen offense. And first thing I am going to do is make an engineering roll. I actually don't have engineering on this character because you killed the engineer. So instead, I'm going to roll computer science. Okay. So you punch it and things begin to occur. Mark, make me an engineering roll, man.
Can you hear me? There we go.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm tapping the stupid unmute button like a million times, and it's like, nope. And I was like, no, I cannot. Engineering. That's down here, isn't it?
Yep. Science engineering.
Here goes nothing.
Oof.
Oh my god.
That was.
I am out of my depth. I am running around like my hair's on fire, going, well, I don't fucking know this ship yet.
But you've had so much time.
I know.
Excuse me. Okay. So as far as engineering goes, here's the thing. Later on, I'm not going to announce this, but I will, whoops. I keep wanting to go. I have too many screens open here. We're going to reveal that to everybody. I also failed. And failure on the engineering roles, well, I got this slightly out of order. We should have chosen combat actions prior to. And in the Starship Combat in the journal, engineering combat actions, you basically have two to choose from. Manage shields or overclock. Manage shields is routing and rerouting power to focus on specific shields. Shield arcs, essentially, you know, all power to shields aft, that kind of thing. And then overclock is pushing the engines or thrusters harder than they should be for a short period of time, provides a short-term bonus, but can damage the hardware and require repairs. Essentially, that one, managed shields obviously gives you some additional tank ability, and then overclock either gives a bonus, depending on the role, of course, or a penalty to the pilot's role. We both failed, and failure just provides no bonus. So I guess it's not necessarily good that you failed, but it's okay that you failed because we didn't declare what we were going to be doing. So it doesn't matter. Okay. Excuse me. We are now up to piloting. And since I won initiative before Gabe rolls his piloting skill, I am going to... Let's see. I'm going to go for offensive positioning. It's the default attack roll. The pilot does their best to position the ship favorably for using its weapons without becoming an easy target. No modifier to the gunnery roll. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. And let's see how we did. Okay. Oh, whoops. I keep doing that. I need to stop doing that. That's too bad. Okay. Just a reminder that if you hold down control while you click, you can alter the ship's path more than just in a straight line. And then just hit the space bar when you're done. Okay, so that is that. Just so you know, when it is your turn, the speed of the DAX is 12. And that essentially means you can, on a critical success, move 1.5 that. On a regular success, you can move 12 spaces. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Gabe, give me your piloting roll. Why are we listening to this crap? We need some combat music.
Holy cow.
Wow. Okay. Very nicely done, but it's not a crit. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but crits are on the double numbers. So 11, 22, 33, etc.
Hey, that's double one.
Stay out of this.
Hey.
All right. That is a success. Actually, we were doing defensive. So your choice of actions are defensive positioning, move, or hold steady. Defensive positioning, you optimize the flight pattern to evade incoming fire, leaves the gunners in a much more difficult situation. If your roll is a success, gunnery is at hard for both the opponents and the ship using defensive positioning. And basically what that means is by hard, you make the roll at a -20. If failed, gunnery is at hard for the defender only. So if you'd screwed it up, you guys would be at a -20 and the aggressor would be, or the punishment would be at normal. Penalties for any special effects are not added to this. Move, the ship is moved at a distance determined by the player, with the ship's speed value as maximum in complex environments, blah, blah, blah. And then hold steady. Sorry, what?
Go ahead.
The pilot The pilot holds the ship reasonably steady one entire round to allow for the gunner to use aim. The ship holding steady is easy to hit, which means their gunner gets a +20. And if the pilot roll is failed, the gunner receives no bonus, but the ship holding steady is still easy to hit.
Yeah, we're firing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play sitting duck.
Okay.
So the question is, do you want me to punch it in a straight line, make them come to us, or do you want me to take evasive actions?
How awesome is your gunnery, Josh?
Well, I mean, is it 60? Hold on.
Yeah, it's a 60.
It's a 60. I mean, I just don't think there's any reason for us to wait. And because so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So on the gunnery combat action, like, do we pick one of each of these? Is that how it works? I'm just making sure. So like,
I believe so.
Yes.
So engineering makes a move, piloting makes a move, navigation, gunnery, we all make a move.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say, because right now we are. I mean, is how it's set up how we are?
Yes.
Punishments on our left.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna say, I don't. Do I have a picture of the shit? Like, where are our guns at? Are we just saying that they're? I mean, like, I've got a 360 gun. Are they in front? Like, aim forward?
Yeah.
Side?
So, how I decided this, I kind of pre-decided this, and I don't have firing arcs set up or anything like that. But essentially, you've got 2 blasters, and blasters do 1d8 damage. And
What range?
I was just about to get there. The range on them is 20. Okay? They are forward facing. So essentially, give yourself 90 degrees. I'm sorry, 180 degrees to the front for that. Just for this, for all intents and purposes for this combat. And then facing back, again, 180 degrees, you have an ion cannon, which is a lot more powerful. It does 2d6 damage, 2d6 plus 1, but it's got a much shorter range. Its range is 10.
Okay, so forward 180 degrees. So basically a half circle splitting the middle. I've got left, right, all the way around to the front, to the left, all the way around front to the right.
Yes. And
okay, back I have 10
range.
So
and 2d6 plus 1 for damage. Now, when I said you had 2 blasters up front, your gunnery roll is just the way it's going to work is the 2 just means you have a 180 degree arc, right? You're still shooting with just 1.
what's my arc on the back?
Also 180 degrees.
180 degrees. All right.
Yep.
And 20 range.
Yep.
All right.
Is there any chance? Can we get any kind of visual on? Did you call him the Punisher, the red guy?
There is no chance. I don't have a picture of that or a map or anything.
So right now,
Well,
just
what I
asking-
meant was, can we figure out where his guns are to see if there's like a blind spot? That was all I'm asking. I don't need.
Gotcha.
No.
Not yet. No.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm just asking, from where I'm at, he's 10, right? Is it 5 and 5?
Yep.
Like 5
Yep.
and 5. Okay. All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you to line up. I've got a shot, but I'm gonna say we probably don't want to go towards the other two right now. I don't have any range to hit them at this point. I think we need to try to, maybe get ahead and left some more. But I would say right now I don't know that we want to move a whole lot. I probably want to fire right now, like right away.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
What is my maneuverability?
Right.
I'm going to move 12. I'm going to lose some hexes to turn, right?
We're not getting that crazy about it. You're handling,
Okay.
and one of the reasons we're not getting that crazy about it is essentially the two ships that are currently engaging one another, yours and the Punishment, they have the same handling score. And I just don't want to get that crazy about the rules.
That's fine.
It's based on your piloting skill, and it's good enough.
Well, my thinking was to go in a straight line anyways. So how many hexes do you want me to move? And do you want me to turn around when I get there?
So the question is can I fire right now before we move?
You can.
Okay, so I would like to fire right now before we move, and then I would like you to use your movement.
Well, hold on.
Whatever.
Let me make a 6-degree turn to the right, smoke him with the ion cannon, and I'll go to the right.
I should be able to hit them with the ion cannon right now.
Yeah, you can hit them with the ion cannon right now. I'm just trying to, I'm
just asking. I just want to make sure.
For flavor, we can say, yeah, you pop them and then move, but typically, especially given how the round is structured, because navigation actually impacts your gunnery score. So, for flavor, we can say,
You tell me.
for flavor, we can say you shoot them here, but we'll resolve the rest of the round. Does that make sense?
Can I ask one more dumb question to add to this mess that
Yes.
you're gonna hate, Tom?
Please do.
If I know you're so thrilled. If Patrick,
This is
Gabe,
fun.
moves our ship just like 30 degrees and heads north, can we like broadside him and hit him with both the lasers and the ion? Because 180 would then be completely to the left.
No, I'm not going to let you do that.
Does that make sense?
It does make
Can I get
sense, but
bonus
no.
for trying.
I'll give you a high five at work.
The greatest of honor.
You could get a candy bar
You hear that?
or a chip clip.
You hear that, Justin? Suck it.
Put a check on your persuade. You failed that one.
Hey, wow.
I had to try.
Yep, you had to try. You had to try. You just had to try. All right. Anyway, so pilot, you are moving, correct?
I am moving. I don't understand how special effects come into play, but this round I think I'm just moving anyway.
Right. Well, special effects come into play when there is a critical rolled.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, so figure out where you're moving to and move the ship there. Again, for flavor, gunnery will occur at this spot.
How many hexes did y'all want to go?
Well, you got to stay in range for the ion cannon, so no more than 10. Or, I'm sorry, no more than 10 away from the ship.
If we're firing now, I'm in range.
I can't. You have to move. He said the gunnery will be last. Technically.
He said for flavor, the firing was going to happen now, but we were going to do the move.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
So
I'm just making sure.
Still stick to the move. You have to stay within 10.
Is it 10? Is a hex 5 or is it hex 1?
No, hex is 1.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm just making sure.
Yep.
How about there?
Works for me.
I'm fine with that.
Shoom. All right, cool. Now that is resolved, navigations occur.
And
And
Duvo's going to aid this one because he didn't aid engineering, right?
sounds good to me. Unless he just doesn't want to do anything this turn.
Oh no, well, I'll definitely aid.
Oh my gosh. This is
Okay, I won't do anything.
this is awful. Holy cow. Okay, hold on.
I don't
Duvo.
think we're doing that bad.
No, this will be Atticus. Atticus, pick which action you're going to take. Either stay on target or target system.
Can you explain those actions a bit? Is there an area I can?
Yeah, it's in the journal. And let's see. Stay on target.
Starship combat.
Yep. Stay on target. Use the ship's computers and scanning sensors. The navigator can provide the gunner with improved targeting of enemy ships or other targets. And then target system, using your ship's scanning sensors, you're able to help the gunner maximize damage potential this round.
So it's either bonus to attack or bonus to damage.
Correct.
Well,
Okay.
Josh is going to hit, so.
Yeah.
How does Duvo aid?
Essentially, Duvo is going to want to open up his character sheet. You're going to roll a navigate roll. Actually, wait. I believe in Delta Green, you just say, yeah, I'm going to aid.
Okay.
That's how we're going to do it.
So,
What's that?
Josh has a really high gunner. Josh is really good at being a gunner.
I mean, I have a 60. I have a 60, but it's 80's better than 60 if we need to make sure we're doing damage.
I say let's stay on target.
Okay.
If everyone agrees, so we can hit some people.
All right, roll your nav. Oh my goodness. Okay, very nice. So, Josh, you will be making your gunnery roll with a 10% bonus.
Okay.
Okay. So that is that. I've already done that. And it is now guns time. They track you, and you're gonna maybe get shot. We'll find out. Oh, wait. All I had to do is click that. Cool. Oh, wow. Awesome. Okay, I'm just going to let you know what happened because that was cool. So the navigator on the punishment rolled a 100, a critical failure. And that meant...
Dave, you lost them.
Yep. that meant the gunner was going to be making the roll at a minus 40%, making their target much lower than yours. And they rolled a single-digit number. So the ship, the Dax, is going to get punched for 1d8 damage. Roll. All right. Here's the thing. So the Dax, just to let you know, has 2 armor and 6 shields. That's pretty straightforward. That provides damage reduction until shields will regenerate 1 point per round, and armor doesn't regenerate. Armor needs to be repaired. Make sense?
Repairs, well, how much? 2 points per round?
2 point. Shields come back 1 point per round.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Whoops. All right. So the shields. I mean, you see in the view, Josh, and anybody who's watching on screens sees laser fire erupt from the front of this ship that's in the rear view, and it hits the Dax, and you see this like a blue ripple flash kind of thing, and there's a slight jolt. It's not bad, but you definitely know that something impacted, and Duvo, you are looking at the main screen when this happens, and the ship's shields got real dim. They didn't go out, but they did get real dim. So there's that. All right. That being said, Josh, you are going to make your heavy weapons roll at a plus 10%.
But before he does that, Mark enters the cabin, looks right at him. Just want to let you know we're all counting on you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So do I modify my roll to 66 then?
No, right click on it.
Yeah.
And then you've got buttons at the bottom of that. Plus 10 is one of them. Just click that and it'll roll it with a plus 10%.
I don't have that. I have a roll minus 40, minus 20, plus 20, plus
Oh,
40.
okay.
I can say
change
modify
the
target plus,
Yeah, use that.
just say plus 10.
Yeah, sorry. I
Very good.
apparently wasn't paying enough attention.
Oh, that's why I told you.
Oh no.
I told you guys. Anything we have is better than nothing.
All right.
I slammed my head against the screen.
Slam your head. Well, that's unfortunate. All right. Now, initiative is fluid in Starship combat. We are effectively at the end of the round. There were no special effects or anything like that. No rolling of initiative at this point. The ship or the pilot that had the better roll goes first, and you guys had the better roll, so you have the initiative. Duvo, I need to know, man, are you going offensive or defensive?
What are we thinking, guys? We just got hit pretty hard. The shields are not gone, but they're not doing great.
Yeah, I see. We go defensive again.
Yep, I agree. Defensive.
Concur.
All right, we're going defensive.
All right.
I'm in the back of the ship, and that's pretty much where the blasters hit, so I'm deaf and can't hear you guys.
All right, going defensive. Engineering. Mark, what do you think? What are you gonna do?
I am absolutely, without a shadow of my doubt, going to aid the gunner, and that's it. No, I'm going to help the shield.
Told you.
You're gonna manage
I'm
shields.
I'm gonna help with engineering too, by the way. I forgot to say that.
Okay. All right. So let's do that. Duvo said he's going to aid. So Mark, make your roll with a +20.
I'm sorry. How do you do that again?
Right. Right.
Oh.
Right click on the dice.
Yeah, that.
Okay. With a +20.
+20.
All right. Here comes some.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck.
Wow. Okay.
In between rounds, I can
Yeah, check.
apply skill improvements, right?
Check mark the box.
Yes,
I
definitely
have
check
done
the
that
box.
already. Josh.
Oh, I see. You're wanting to improve every time. Gotcha.
Yes.
Double check mark the box.
Yeah.
By the
Can
end
I
of this,
use
I will be.
Can I use the navigator's bonus to improve my skills one time?
No.
Damn
It's
it.
going to be amazing because I'm going to start this combat an absolute moron, and by the end of it, I'm going to be an expert.
Yep.
If I could improve per mess up.
Well, you never know.
Oh wait, it's this button.
Yes,
I
it's
know that because I pressed all of the rest.
it's the one sitting on top that says easy on it.
All the cargo floats out the back.
Mm.
No, wrong button. Damn it.
Perfect. Ship poop. All right. So you failed your engineering roll, but you did not critically fail. So no bonus to shields this round.
Sorry, guys.
Damn it. You're fired.
I'm already
You're
getting fired at.
fired. Nice. All right. Now, their engineering. And what are they going to do? I need to decide.
Hopefully their engineer is just as incompetent as their navigation.
Well, we're going to find out. I think they are going to overclock. That sounds good. Okay.
Do you guys want me to take evasive action? It makes Josh's shot harder, but then if you give him a bonus, it kind of mitigates.
That sounds smart.
Okay. It's your turn, Gabe.
Do we not get to know what happened?
Nope.
He's not going to tell us. Okay. So no bonuses for the pilot, just straight up roll, right?
Correct. It's a success. Awesome.
Okay. So I want to stay within range. And let's see. That would be within range and allow a little space for maneuvering. Can't totally ignore it. What do you think? Or do you want me to go farther?
Don't forget the range differences on your weapons. Just take that into account in your tactical discussion. So you're firing forward, you've got a range of 20. Firing aft, 10.
I would get further from the other ship, but try to face it a little so we can at least get on the side so we can take advantage of a little bit better range.
Can I ask another dumb question?
Please do.
Can we not get away from these guys? Is that an option?
There is an option to do so.
I'm just looking. There's 3 of them.
There are 3, but you notice that the 2 purple ones have made no moves, and they've made no
firing attack.
no firing, no moving, no comms, nothing.
Thank you for making this a manageable fight.
I'm fine with like getting it 20 range if you want to get in get in the forward arc so that I can try to fire that way. I don't really care which one we do as long as we have the ability to shoot.
According to the ruler, that's 19 hexes right there.
Go for it. And then if you do that, we have to be turned.
Yep.
At least, yep.
Yeah, so this just occurred to me. And I like it. So you asked earlier, Patrick, about maneuvering, costing, making the ship slower, essentially, because of maneuvers.
Right.
This just came to me, and I like it, so it's how we're going to do it. To turn, and I don't care how much you turn, you could pull a U-turn for all I care, is going to cost you 1 hex.
Okay. So I want to turn around. So, and my speed is 12.
Yes, your speed is 12.
Okay, so that spot is a move of 8. It's inside the 19 or 20. Thank you. Whoop, now I gotta switch tools. Well, it won't let me switch to picking up the character.
That looks like it's probably gonna. All right, and hey, you remembered. Awesome. Okay. Alrighty. Now, it is their turn to pilot. And the punishment, I want to say lurches, but that's not what it does. It shoots into movement, which is also terrible grammar, but you know, whatever. It's fine. I'm going to move up here. Whoa. Do a little shimmy there, and then that's where they're going to land. All right. Atticus. Pick your navigational combat action.
The last time he missed, I helped him. 1 second. I think we're staying on target again.
Sounds good. Make the roll. Oh, nice. It's a critical success. All right, nice. Critical success on Stay on Target grants a 20% bonus to gunnery rolls for the round.
That offsets my evasive move, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Get ready for me to absolutely fuck this.
Oh my, okay.
No, I mean in a bad way. Like this is gonna, I'm gonna mess it up.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
Anyway,
I knew what you meant.
99. Right. Here we come.
All right. Oh dang it! I didn't want to close the character sheet. Hold on.
So, the evasive movement gives both. This is for everybody else if they haven't seen it. The evasive maneuvers gives both gunners the penalty. So, the navigational win there offsets the penalty that I created for Josh. They are still under a penalty unless their navigator lights up their check.
Correct.
So it negated it. I mean, it offset. So there, I'm just rolling at 60. Then
You're straight up 60.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and my or your enemy has completed their navigation turn, so it is now gunnery. That being the case, I'm guessing you're going to fire instead of aim. What you gonna do?
Fire.
You're gonna fire, man.
But right before he fires, I walk in and say, "Don't worry, we're all counting that."
Oh my god!
I told you.
Oh my goodness.
That's really unfortunate. All right, now
Oh.
this poor guy.
Now we're face at him. Let's go.
Oh man. Even with the penalty, it's a hit.
Shut
Oh
up.
my
Show it or
gosh.
it's not real.
Okay.
Yeah, you. I'm just messing with you.
Don't give me this. If it's
What is
not in
that? What is
ConnectWise,
that?
it didn't happen.
Oh,
Crap.
what?
If it's not in ConnectWise, it didn't happen.
Uh-huh. All right. You are
Wait a
going to
minute,
take...
Am I supposed to be documenting this in ConnectWise?
I refuse. This is my 2 weeks notice. All right. Rolling a D8. Okay. All right. So here's what
You roll
happens.
0.
I did not. I rolled a 10 on an 8-sided die.
What?
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be 20. No. All right.
And we're all dead, folks.
Yeah.
Good game.
Not quite. So once again, you guys are nose to nose with a lot of distance between you, and you fire, and he just barely misses. It goes straight over the top, just barely. You see some of the enemy spaceship's hair is parted by the shot, but it doesn't quite do damage. They return fire, and it comes straight for the bridge window. And bam, it hits. The shields drop completely. And there's no big impact except sound, right? It sounds crazy. There's a big boom. And Duvo, shields are down. Not everybody may know that, but you sure do.
Oh boy.
So, our shields are one value for all quadrants?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That can. The what is it? The navigation? No, it's engineering. Yeah. So the total number for the shields is, unless I decide to change it, depending on how the outcome of this goes, the total number is the entirety of the ship's shields. I'm ruling it kind of like a bubble. Okay.
Gotcha.
And
That's what I'm
then,
asking.
yeah, routing and rerouting power is kind of flavor. How that combat action works for engineering is on a critical success, you grant a +2 to one shield arc. It's all flavor for that round. You'd essentially get a +2 to the shields for that round. And then success gives you a +1, failure none, and then critical failure you get a -2. So that's how that goes. We just resolved your gunnery. No, we just resolved my gunnery.
No, I think you rolled for me. Let's flip flop it.
There you
What?
go.
Yes, we hit.
Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah, you can't check mark
keep
that
going.
either. Okay. Now, we had both succeeded our pilot rolls, but you succeeded better. So, you guys have the initiative for the next round. That being said, yep, Duvo, what you got? No, you're good.
We're doing defensive. We have no shields, and I'm gonna help engineering hopefully gain some shield back.
That is probably
I appreciate
wise.
it.
Okay. So, they are going to be offensive and you know what? They are going to they're going to do that. Okay. All right. It is
Well,
time
We are
for
going to do this,
yes.
and we are going to start rolling secretly as well.
Okay. You,
That was a hit. That was a hit, guys.
you
It was an 11 again. It's amazing.
It's
That-
a 1d8 for 20. Yeah.
that is amazing. Very nice. All right. It is time for piloting rolls. Gabe, what you gonna do?
I thought the engineering went first.
Oh, yeah, I lost track of myself here. I'm sorry. Yes, let's do
No, I
engineering
already
rolls.
succeeded. You forgot.
Apparently
That's right.
so.
He's already, he rolled an 11 on his engineering.
Right, right. If
Yeah,
it's
you didn't. Did you miss that part?
yeah, because ConnectWise is now the chat, and if it's not in the chat, it didn't happen.
Can I ask you a question? Is there a chance, because most of what I'm doing back there is not actually engineering, but is messing with the computer, perhaps I could do a computer science roll, please?
No.
Oh, fuck me.
No.
She's playing solitaire.
I asked for one good time before I die. All right. Can I ask you, Devo, what is your engineering?
He actually doesn't have engineering.
I don't.
He's a mechanic.
All right.
Oh, what's his mechanicking?
Pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, I have mechanic too. Can I do that?
Nope.
Oh my god, okay. So, plus 20 on the roll, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Hey, look at that.
Hey.
It's still not good. Oh wait, fuck the 20.
Yeah. It's fine. You rolled a success, man.
I'm just not used to it. You gotta forgive me.
It's all good. It's all good. So you were doing what? Shields or piloting skill?
Oh, absolute shields. Yeah, no doubt shields.
Okay. So that is now noted. And I made my my roll as well. And I decided we were going to do yeah, we're going to do that. So okay. Piloting rules. You guys have the initiative. So Gabe, what you going to do?
Run like hell.
Hey, perfect.
Have you failed yet?
My rolls have been successful thus far.
I aspire to be as good as Gabe.
It's good to want things. Okay, so that's one movement.
Am I worried about being in range, or am I just getting out of dodge? Captain?
Tom, tell me, how does this work? So currently we have 2 armor left, right?
Yes.
Okay, and does armor work the exact same way as shields? If you roll a D8, we're fucking toast. It's 1 for 1.
It is 1 for 1, yes. But I mean,
Okay.
your ship has 128 hit points.
I was gonna say we haven't even talked hit points. I didn't think.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
You've got a lot of hit points.
I thought, obviously, I'm an idiot.
No, you're good, dude. I didn't even bring it up.
I was there with you. Yeah,
I was
there
like,
with you.
about to die. This is it.
But hey,
I'm gonna live.
that was a great way to build tension, I guess. So that's cool. Just don't mention
That's why I was
important things.
negotiating on it to try and figure out how to get the shields up.
Well, I mean, your roll was great. You did restore 1 shield. So shields are back up, but they're not full capacity. In fact, we'll say it this way. Duvo, you can see that the shields are currently at 30%.
Fun.
I need you to yell it like you're on the bridge of the Enterprise, but in a Canadian accent. Not a Scottish.
Well, let's see. Picard was supposed to be French, but he was British, so I'm supposed to be Canadian, so...
Australia?
Carry the 1.
Doing math with accents.
Nice. Pilot, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for. Am I worried about staying in range? Right now, they are 12 hexes away from me. I can
Yep.
get outside of 20, but that means we can't shoot either.
I'd put some distance between us, but stay in range. We need to try to land a hit.
All right.
Fly casually.
All right.
So you'll want
That
it.
spot right there is 20.
Yeah, if you're gonna want to shoot at them, then you're gonna want to go the next one close, because
Right.
actually you're gonna want to wind up here because you will have turned twice.
All right. So that's the direction I'm going to end up. And that's the position I'm going to end up in.
Yep.
And silly rabbit. Thank you for the marker.
Absolutely. Okay. And that is your roll. Now it's time for my pilot's roll. And I forgot what my pilot was going to do. So let me look at that again.
Did he write it down to you?
Oh, yeah.
He was
Nope.
going to activate self-destruct.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. Whoops. I continue to go the wrong direction with that. All right, they are going to move up to there. And I think now we are at navigation. Atticus, what's the plan, buddy?
We have to stay on target.
Stay on target. Stay on target. All right, make the roll, man.
Oh, I
You know, the
screwed
guy who
up.
says that.
Oh!
The guy who says that in Star Wars dies.
Yeah.
Okay, no bonus for the gunner.
Yeah, And I screwed up. I did not take evasive action.
Oops.
Declare it.
All right, my navigate.
Hey, we got over 100 hit points, remember?
It's good news for our gunner.
Okay. And that nav was... We're going to do that. So that was that. Okay.
Oh my god.
Huh. Were you just...
Sorry.
I was going to say, were you just
I was
practicing?
No, I was trying something. I was trying to put it on the shortcut bar.
Ah, okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Gotcha. All right. Well, the navigation phase has completed, and looks like, Josh, you are going to be rolling without any bonus.
Blows on his hands, sticks his finger out, and pushes the button.
Sweet.
I come into the cabin and say, don't worry, we're all counting.
Very nice. All right. You get the satisfying view of your laser fire slamming into the enemy ship. Roll me.
This explains a lot, Josh. You just needed to put the wind into account, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I just needed to blow on my hand.
Roll a d8. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay. You don't see... you see it impact the shields. You know it was a good solid hit. You don't see anything flying off the ship or any indication that there was physical damage done. But you know that that was a good hit, and they know that you are there now. It's a fight. It's not a
Is there a
beatdown.
white flag came out the window?
No, but there is blaster fire. Oh, dude.
They hit us too.
Sorry, I don't know if you heard that or not, but that was my ringtone. I'm getting a phone call that I'm ignoring. Yes, they do hit you. And all right.
Hey, Josh, we're not keeping score here, but they're hitting us more than you're hitting them.
He looks and he blows on his other hand.
Okay. That's gone. That's gone. Wow. Okay. So on the Duvo, you're looking at the displays, and you can see that with that round of blaster fire, you can see shields go down. The whole ship starts blinking red, and you have now taken physical damage. The ship lurches a little bit from the impact. It's not bad. So you think it may have been just a grazing shot, or the shields in the armor took care of most of it, because there's not sparks flying everywhere and people being flung across the cabin. But that's where you are. And that was my gunnery roll, and let's see. Again, we both had successes on piloting, but you had the better success, so initiative stays with the Dax. Duvo, what you gonna do? You gonna be aggressive, or are you going to choose defensively.
What are we
What-
feeling?
what
boys?
is
We
the-
feeling frosty?
What's the offense?
So as far as that particular choice goes, there's no exact roll that gets made or bonus to anything. That's where his aid comes in afterwards. But that just informs the crew as to how they should act, essentially. So you've been,
Barrel roll, got it.
yeah, you've been flying defensively.
That's a
So
cool trick.
yeah, you've been flying defensively. So everybody's actions have been geared toward being defensive, except of course the gunner, whose job is to shoot stuff.
Say that again, though. The last part.
Well,
Gunner's
gunner's-
never defensive.
The gunner's job is to what?
you're gonna make him mad, don't you? The gunner's job is to shoot stuff.
Maybe it works. Okay. Josh,
Tomorrow
got this.
at work's gonna be pretty fun. Duvo.
You look and Josh is gone, and so is Candy.
Oh, hey.
Wait, is that an escape pod that just?
he's shooting shots.
Oh boy.
All right.
Duvo. Are you going to be aggressive, be aggressive? Or are you going to be defensive and... Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna go on the offense this time, and but I'm still gonna help engineering because just in case this goes sideways.
Perfect. Alrighty. As previously stated, you guys have the initiative, so let's get our engineering stuff out of the way. Atticus, you will be rolling with a plus... not Atticus. Mark, you will be rolling with a plus 20. What you gonna do?
Just
Manage...
to clarify again, my options are to shield or make us go faster, right?
Well, your options are to increase shields or give the pilot a bonus to his piloting roll. Assuming you succeed, of course.
Let me just think about this for a second.
Okay.
Currently, Gabe has never failed. So do I need to give him more help?
Don't put that on me.
I am fairly curious though, because of how annoying I am today. Do we have anything in the cargo hold that could be explosive?
I mean, you did.
We'll have to sit. We may have to eject the Ocho with it.
You don't actually know.
Surely he. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Just thinking okay, what are the shields? 20%, right?
Well, it depends on your roll. Yes, plus 20%. Yes. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Right. Here we go. Fuck me.
Dude,
That
that's...
is 3 boxes checked. I am going to be so good tomorrow. But today, I am shit.
But today... Well, that's unfortunate. No bonus to the shields.
We don't need them. They've never missed.
Yeah. Let's see. Dude, the bad guys are rolling rocks.
Thanks, Troy.
Okay, start thinking about where you want me. Where do you want the ship to go next?
Okay, I've made
How
my
far can you go
engineering
again?
roll.
10?
12.
12.
Yep, 12.
10
Okay.
in a 10 in a turn, basically.
Well, crap. You guys can see my crap tangent. maybe I should have tried to overspeed you because I was half curious. We don't know if this bastard actually has anything in the back.
Talk amongst yourselves. I will be back very, very shortly. I'm still listening, so just go for it.
Does that make sense, guys? What I'm babbling about?
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. We just can't get behind them.
Back of who?
Yeah. The back of the red Punisher. Punisher?
Plus, if we get
Punishment.
behind them, they're going to have a chance to move.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
almost thinking it's a better thing if we lose initiative.
I know. In another game I'm familiar with, winning the initiative means you go second.
Yeah, because I would like to react to what they're doing too.
Exactly.
I think we got to do the evasive maneuvers though. That seems to be better, right?
Yeah.
Plus, Aiden's going to give us the critical success again.
Oh yeah, I'm really good at this one.
So much success.
I can only hope so.
So. Yeah. I need to be within 20 of them if we're using blasters. Range doesn't seem to actually matter, except that if we decide to peel away, we have better chance.
There's no way we can like hide amongst those purple ships, right? And they could accidentally get hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be funny.
Shoot
One
us
of the
down.
moves. One of the moves is on a fumble. Though you can basically shimmy so that they hit an adjacent target instead. My choices as a pilot are offensive positioning to give the no modifier to the gunnery roll. Defensive positioning is the evasive maneuvers that I tried on second turn. The third one is just to full speed move. And then the last one is to hold still to give the gunner a bonus. But I mean, the way they're shooting, I could hold still, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
But if I fail my check, you get no bonus, and we're still easy to hit.
just so you guys know, I debated whether or not to tell you, but it's pretty clear from what they did that they were attempting to hold steady last round. I guess that doesn't really factor into this round. My bad. Never mind. I'm back. Hi, guys.
If they were holding steady, then they should have been easy to hit.
Yes,
And I guess we did hit them.
you did.
So,
Yep.
gotcha. And Josh would have hit them if they'd been evasive with that roll. Okay. So, moving evasively. Is that the plan?
Yes, yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Keep grabbing the wrong tool. That looks like 9, right, Tom?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yep.
Okay. And then I will adjust.
Okie dokie.
And that's evasive, so it's hard on both gunners.
Okay. My piloting skill. What's he gonna
wait, I didn't roll. Let me roll.
do? Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Oof. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, a failed evasion roll.
Gunnery is at hard for
it
the
is.
defender only.
Sorry, Josh.
So you're going to have a minus 20 to your gunnery roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're not.
Okay.
It's okay. Atticus is gonna keep on target and get another critical.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What did I do? What did I do? Okay. Whoosh. I can already see that I'm going to need to make some tweaks to these rules. That's okay. All right. That's that. And it is now the navigator action.
Keep on target.
Stay on target.
We gotta help Justin the best we can here.
Hey, that's a success. So he gets a plus 10% bonus.
Off of the,
So you'll be making your roll at only a minus 10.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. Ooh, and that was perfect. That was great. Okay. Alrighty. I have resolved my navigation action, so now it's Josh's turn. Josh, what are you going to do?
Oh, I'm gonna aim. Let's see. I don't know. Do I wanna? No, aiming makes us no. I'm gonna fire.
Okay.
Here we go.
Roll well.
At minus
Do it.
10.
Do it.
Minus 10. Roll.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Hey, don't forget, check the box.
It's been checked 3 times already.
Oh, you're using Andy's style for
He takes
doing stuff?
He pulls out a meat tenderizer from the side drawer. Oh,
That's where that went.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see here.
And they're gonna pound us some more.
Yep, because that was a
Gonna die out
success.
here. No one's ever gonna find my body.
Oh my. Unreal. Okay. That sucked. The shields were coming, they had just started to come back up. And more blaster fire hits the Dax. And the shields go back down.
shields buckling.
Shields buckling. All right.
So's my confidence.
There you go. And this time, the initiative rolls have reversed. It is the punishments
Yay!
initiative. Yay. Okay, cool. And,
They get a chance to hit us back to back.
yep,
God damn it.
they, surprisingly, weird, are going to be offensive.
I have found them to be pretty offensive, personally.
Yep, I hear that. I hear that. All right, so there's that.
Just as you said that, Rusty.
They're going to do this. Okay. Mark, it is your turn to be an engineer.
At this point, I am no longer an engineer. I need to be a miracle worker. Wait, Duo's turn.
Oh yeah, Captain. Sorry. Captain, what you gonna do? Are we...
We're gonna be defensive, and I'm gonna keep helping engineering because we gotta keep those shields going if we're gonna keep getting hit.
Okay.
Can we have any idea of what our hit points are?
No. But,
As
it's...
I look at my monitor, I have an idea though, right?
The ship has sustained some damage, but it's very minor.
Okay, I'm half curious here. What would happen if, Devo, what if you helped out gunning? Because, no offense to you, you keep helping me, and I keep failing you. So maybe...
I don't think that was an option. I think I was allowed to do engineering or navigate.
Yep. However,
Really?
helping navigation indirectly helps gunnery.
Oh, we could switch it up. I could do navigate.
I mean, I'd love to have your help, but I'm failing you, man, and...
Okay. So, Mark, what are you going to do? Oh, yeah, you said you're going to do shields. Make the roll, man.
I believe for all of time I'm going to be doing this.
Don't be so discouraged. Look at that. It's a critical failure. That sucks.
I'm so sorry for speaking to you, Dave. You should have just helped me. And then, I'm so sorry.
It would still be...
I'm going to go find the ejection pod, and...
That would still be a critical failure, even if he did help you.
It's true. That's true. I just...
I'm sure that
What the fuck does that mean? I accidentally took the shields down myself?
That would potentially be what that meant. But the shields were already down, so that's good. All right. It is pilot
I'm so
time.
fucking useless.
Don't be so down on yourself. You're doing fine.
You're fine. You're fine.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Give it all you got, Captain.
Apparently I don't have anything, though.
Okay. I have made my piloting roll. Gabe, go for it.
All right. Evasive maneuvers. Where do you want me to go?
I see.
Ramming speed?
Full reverse. I honestly, you know what? I would say just move forward so we're within 10. Let's try to hit him with the ion cannon.
Let's get our nose touching.
Hey.
I don't want to. No, we want the rear facing him.
We're gonna back our ass up?
Yep.
Is this because you know I'm in the back of the ship?
Right there
Fuck
between
that
the
guy.
two engines. Yeah, I think they're.
Man.
Not there.
Wow.
All right. Let's see if the evasive maneuver worked.
Okay. Maneuver evasively. Oh my gosh. So close. Oh well. Is what it is.
I said across her nose, not up it.
All right, so
Hey, guys.
if failed, gunnery is hard for the defender only. So it's going to be at a -20.
That still leaves you 3 possible criticals, Josh.
It does. It definitely does.
And 60 possible losses.
Hey, don't think of it in those terms.
Okay. All right.
All right. And I have chosen what I am going to do, and now I'm going to navigate, And there is that. And Atticus, it is your turn to navigate, and Duvo is helping you. So whatever you decide, stay on target or target system, you are going to make that roll with a plus 20.
Staying on target.
Stay on target. Oh my, it is a critical
Nice.
success. That means, Josh, you get a plus 20 from his roll.
No, I have a 0 or a
Negative.
0
Yep,
plus 0.
yep. But it's better than minus 20.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right. Blaster fire erupts from the front of the punishment, and it's a critical failure.
Oh,
Lest you think I'm cheating.
Losers.
you want to know why? Because I mooned him.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Okay. He saw the tramp stamp.
I don't know
I thought that was going to be funny.
what Candy did while I was sleeping.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's a heart with an arrow through it that says candy.
Moving on. All right. So,
Didn't expect to see that.
blaster fire erupts from the front of the punishment, and there's also this cloud of stuff that wasn't there before and hasn't been there since this whole thing started. Essentially, one of their blasters malfunctioned and is now disabled. So they're down to 2. That will impact their firing arc.
Just have to figure out which way.
I've got it. Don't you worry. You just keep failing those rolls. Josh, it is your turn, man. Give him the business.
Light them up.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
that was so
I told
close.
you 20 didn't matter.
It was so close to being a 0-2. That's awful. I feel bad. I really do. Not bad enough to do anything different, but I feel bad. I don't know how you're going to feel about this. Gabe, you had the better roll, so you guys have initiative.
Boo.
All right.
How about we do it this way? How about we switch it up?
My
You can
my
choose.
failed roll was better.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you guys, when you win initiative, how about this? You get to choose whether or not you act first or second.
Are we kicking or receiving?
Oh, we've been
I
receiving
think-
a lot.
So I think we definitely receive, and then we have to figure out which side of the ship can't shoot. And we position. We try one side, and if that doesn't work, we go to the other. Makes sense.
It's called the side I'm on. I can't shoot.
Not this the side that they can't shoot from.
Right. I mean, we're not really playing it crunchy enough for that to matter. To be honest, because he's allowing us both to maneuver, unless I get at the perfect distance from him.
I'm saying
know
you
what I
just
mean?
like whichever side he is, you just like head far east or west of this guy.
Yeah,
Left or right.
that's fair.
Hey, Duvo,
Yes.
you're watching stuff on the screens and things. Something catches your eye a ways off, It appears
That twinkle.
that the two ships that were accompanying the punishment are now locked in a battle of their own.
Whoa.
I mean, for what that's worth.
Interesting.
Okay. So we're opting to defer and let them take the initiative.
I
Or go
think we'll
first.
receive the second half. Captain, what do you say?
Well, you know, I think we should go offensive. I know it's not popular, but sometimes when you're getting your ass kicked, the goalie has to abandon the goal and help out.
Going empty net.
Full goalie?
Empty net. Okay,
Okay.
going offensive.
And yeah,
Punch
and
it, Chewie.
I'm gonna help navigation again because that worked out well.
Okay.
So are we going to take the first move or give it to them?
We're taking the first. We're going offensive.
All right. Where do you want me?
What he means, Dave, is do you want them to navigate first, or pilot first, or us go second?
Oh,
Who
we're
goes first?
first. We're first all the way.
All right. So where do you want me to move? Just straight away? Or I really don't have any bonus that I give the pilot. I just
Well,
hope not to screw it up.
I would say, you know, I don't. Those other two ships look like they're having their own little squabble, so try to make sure you don't get in their crosshairs either.
Now, if you're going to continue firing with the ion cannon that does more damage, you're going to want to stay within 10.
Right. And we're moving first. So
You should just move, turn, like 5 times and really throw them off.
can you guys see that circle?
No.
Okay.
Oh, now. Yep.
That's 10.
Sweet.
Do you want to use the ion cannon?
Yep. We gotta get a shot in here. We got a lot of damage, lot of damage to make up.
So that was one move. 2. Nope, I don't have the movement to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I'm going to engineering hasn't rolled.
Yeah, we got all kinds of, I wasn't paying enough attention. We got all kinds of out of sync. Mark, what you doing?
Shields.
Okay. Not a bad decision. Look at that.
Oh yeah. I just needed the other guys to destroy half of my console, so I knew which buttons.
Yeah. Uncheck one of the boxes that you've checked.
Okay, 3 left.
All right. Now, my turn. Okay.
Rolled another question mark.
I did. It was a question mark. All right. And then Gabe has piloted. Make your piloting roll. Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
That is a
We are
critical
playing for real
success. Okay, here's the
But
thing.
it doesn't. Does that do anything?
It does. That allows you to select a special effect, Captain Pilot. So first off, what were you doing? Flying defensively or flying offensively?
No. We were going offensive.
Okay.
I was positioning myself for the ion cannon to fire.
All right. Now, you can, if you scroll down and look at the special effects.
I'm looking at him.
Okay.
I'm looking at him.
There is one of them that might be of particular interest to you,
Absolutely.
especially given
So
the
I
time.
can dominate. Pilot gains upper hand, finds a supreme position to fire from. Gun rerolls are easy that round. Evasive flow is defensive. Withdraw, get out of dodge. Bash, not quite as desperate as ramming. And then change range. Yeah, I'm going for the dominate.
You don't want to withdraw? We'll put it this way. Because it's like 8:48. We'll put it this way.
I see it.
With the critical success, you maneuver the ship, and they have, and this actually works out well because I have failed my engineering roll. So something with that ship is not quite right, and the other two are fighting each other. You see a golden opportunity, especially because the come on now, the engines, good grief, all light up green. So whatever's going on with the enemy ship, the inhibitor is now down. So you have a golden opportunity to get out of dodge, essentially. If you want to dominate, go for it. But you can, because you rolled the crit, you can withdraw and essentially get away.
I'm good with getting out of dodge. I was just thinking offensive. So
Yep.
Hey, Captain, I see a window of opportunity. You want me to take it? We'll get out of here.
Yeah, let's live to fight another day.
All right. Cool.
Punch it, Chewie.
And
You
do.
hear the intercom come on, and it sounds like somebody has been beaten in the head a few times from engineering. I didn't hear no bell.
Nice. All
I
right.
thought you said you were deaf.
What?
What?
All right. So you guys punch it and you get out of there, and we'll just shorten this down. You make a couple of jumps inter system to obfuscate your whereabouts. Now, this should tell you something very important. They still know how to find you, because space is massive and you guys have gone several systems away, and they were still able to not only find you but intercept you. So give that some thought. Now, hold on just a sec. We're going to ditch that, and we're going to go back to that. And so you guys get away. The shields regenerate. Really, you took 1 hit point of damage. The way everybody was rolling, we could play for a month before somebody won that based on the hit points.
You hear that, guys? You hear that? You're welcome.
I
did very well repairing everything.
But this is, I learned a few things and need to tweak a few things, and it's okay. This is okay. You guys seem to have fun. Now, you get away, you make a couple of jumps, and you hit the next jump gate, and you jump out of system. You're going to be in jump space for a while, and that all goes smoothly. We're just hand waving everything. No radiation leaks, no potential meltdowns. Candy is as entertaining as you want her to be. We'll put it that way. And ESPN 8 is as annoying as you don't want him to be. And you guys come out of jump space. So you are now, let me bring up sector space here. So you guys have moved. And you now make your landing in the Jukaratanov system, which is the destination, and it is dark and desolate space. You fly for several hours, and did I not? Oh, there's something I was specifically wanting to show you. Hold on. Oh, okay. Well, apparently in my rush to prep last time and my neglecting to prep this time, I didn't provide the visual that I was wanting to, but that's okay. You guys, you fly for a while and several hours, and then you approach the coordinates, and initially you see nothing at these coordinates as you approach, but you're still a good ways out, several 100,000 kilometers. The ship's sensors do indicate that there is something there, and as you get closer, none of you have any experience with deep space research stations. So you don't quite know what to expect, but you were at least expecting lights. You have to get really, really close before the ship sensors pick it up fine, so you know it's there. But visually, you have to get really, really close before you even know the thing is there. And the only way that you know that it's there is because there's a space station shaped void blocking stars from view, right? And you can see that this thing, you're guessing it has somewhere between 6 and 9 levels, probably, just because of the shape of it. It looks like an upside down bowl with a big antenna coming out of it. So probably what is the top level is kind of small, and then the next level down expands a little, and the next level down gets bigger, and so on and so forth. And then it eventually just shears off, and then you've got this big appendage coming out of the bottom of it, and there are no lights on the thing. As you get closer and closer, what are you thinking?
Smokers. No, I'm just joking. Anybody gets that or not? I mean, I think do we want to check this out? Doesn't look like anything's happening. I wonder if is it derelict?
Hey,
Can we solve
yes.
this?
Yeah.
Can you what?
We tried Tom's knock on the door.
Yeah, you guys have not done
Hello?
anything yet. So, gonna put out a hail.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see how bad I am at doing this. So you put out the hail. What are you gonna say?
Ahoy. Scotty doesn't know. We know the name of the station, right? Can we just...
Yes. The name of the station, if memory serves, was Denning 9.
Can we just say something like Denning 9? This is the Dax looking... Act casual. Act like we're trying to dock there.
Fly
If they
casual.
respond, then cool.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, fly casual.
Okay. So you put out the hail, station Denning 9. This is the Dax delivering supplies and picking up. Do you remember the name?
Don't tell them anything. Just say, hey, we want to dock.
Oh, okay.
Request permission to dock on your fine station.
Looking for clearance to land.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking for clearance.
Clearance.
Your vector, Victor.
Okay. So you do that, and it's dead silence for 30 seconds. And then, over the comms, you get... and a female voice that is dripping with desperation comes on the comm and says, "Hello? Is someone there?"
No. Not getting dragged in one of these things.
Whoops, strong number.
Yeah.
Hello?
Depends who's asking.
Do you say that?
Yeah, that's what we say.
Depends who's
No,
asking.
Devo, you're on comms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Devo's on comms, so...
Okay, that's what I suggest we say.
Let's use our most charismatic person. Let's go. Go, Dave.
All right. So what did they say to us exactly?
Hello, is someone there? Is what she says.
Several someones are here.
Okay. I need help. I need help badly. My name is Tosha Derrick. My name is Tosha Derrick. I'm a scientist on the Denning 9 station. How close are you?
You mean we're pretty close. We have visual.
Okay, and it's at that point, at the very top of the station, you see a light, not on the top, but the top level, you see a light come on. And on your outward facing cameras on the ship, you can zoom in. And I'm just going to assume that you do so. You zoom in and you see there's a big window, and there is a backlit, so you don't see detail, but you can see there is a person standing there, and they have both hands on the window. And she says, "You have to get me out of here. Please help
You heard
me."
him, Josh. Fire.
Well, I'm not going to hit nothing, so are we just trying to scare him?
Well, that would do it.
So
This is going to sound incredibly dumb, but I think we should split the party.
We can.
We send an away team, and some of us stay here in case something creeps around the corner.
If that's what we want to do, Josh will, put on his.
Well,
I'm
red. Suggesting it.
His red Star Trek shirt. And
wait a minute. I'm looking at all of the suits. They're all red.
Yeah. Damn it. We're in trouble.
All of them but Rusty and Candy's.
Yeah. Because Candy's not wearing a shirt.
I'm going to have to make some phone calls after we get out of here. She says, please, you have to help me. I have information, really, really valuable information. You can have it if you just get me out of here. I'm the only one left on the station.
Ask her where we need to dock, Duval.
Yeah, where do we need to dock? And then he mutes the comm right quick, and he's just like, does somebody want to get Ocho up here and see if he knows anything about why there'd only be one person here?
That ding dong is supposed to know things.
We hail the Ocho on over the comms and tell him to get up to the bridge.
Okay.
And Josh prepares for a little rescue party, so he goes and gears up really quick.
Well, and correct me if I'm not wrong, but there's no transporters in the system, right? We have to dock.
Yeah, you'll have to actually dock.
So primitive.
She says, so you asked where to dock, and she says, it's on the beacon side of the station, and it's going to be on deck 2. There's a dock above it, but it looks like your ship is too large to dock there. So you'll need to dock on deck 2. I think I can turn
what deck are you on?
Flattery about ship size will get you nowhere. We're already docking.
She says, "Hold on, I'll send you a schematic," and it's like 15 seconds, and then you get a request to interface, which is pretty standard. It's actually really standard, and yeah.
We should maybe ask her what kind of danger she's in, or what kind of help, like what are we about to walk into?
Yeah.
So are you going to accept the interface request?
Ask first.
Calm down.
You guys.
Yeah, sure.
You're going to accept the interface request?
Yep.
Okay.
Canadians.
So it's
hey, we
always
don't lock our doors. What could go wrong?
It's the usual stuff, man. You accept the interface request. The ship sends over identifying information. This is the DAX. Here's our serial number, that kind of thing. And then the station responds with docking information based on ship size and things like that. And there are 7 upper decks. So she would be, if she's at the top, she's going to be on deck 7.
We're on 2.
The docking station that you're aiming for is deck 2. And then there are 8 subdecks, and that would be the appendage. It's going to be where some engineering things are. It's going to be where the station's power core is located. It's going to be where some other stuff is. And you can actually see that part of the subdecks, there are some, some big solar panel wings, essentially, and one of them looks like it might be damaged. But yeah, she's on deck 7. You are going to be docking on deck 2.
No, we're not. We're docking on 7. Crasher.
Right, we're
Yeah,
going to
me-
do number 2 in an upper deck. Got it.
Me and Alex are, by the sounds of it, going to be in Dubo's ear. What's the danger?
I am the danger.
Nice. You say, you ask her what the danger is, and she says, I can't talk, they're coming. And the light turns off.
Gotta be freaking kidding me, lady.
And that's where we're
Sounds
going to
fucking
stop.
terrible. No, we're not. We're leaving.
We're putting the engines up. We're leaving this station.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
I've lived up to now without knowing whatever she has to tell me.
Nice.
Hey, we were just supposed to deliver the stuff to the system, right? So again, cargo bay doors open.
No.
Ocho, get out.
That wasn't the only thing
Take
you were
your stuff.
supposed to do. You were
Take something back.
you were dropping off stuff, and you were picking up a scientist named Tosha Derrick.
Yeah. Well, 50% of that, we can get 50% pay, right?
Nope. Well, actually,
That's fine.
they already paid you half.
Perfect. We're out of here.
But they probably wouldn't take too kindly to abandoning the job.
I don't take too kindly to death.
And Rasta interface.
That's
yeah, don't
fair.
worry. Just pick up that random USB off the floor. Just plug it in.
It's in the parking lot.
Freaking Canadians.
Freaking Canadians. Okay, so that is where we are. And I got a lot to do on the space combat system. But that's okay. Now I know. It's a thing. And we'll adjust from there. And next time, boys, next time we get to start on the Denning 9 station, and I have to tell you, I am super excited about it because, well, I'll tell you in the recap / ramp up to next time, but it's going to be really, really cool.
It's gonna be
Alright.
freaking face huggers.
Yeah, it's about to Alien. We're about to play Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am not getting off the ship, and I am locking the
There's-
door behind you guys.
There's going to be a chest splitter. I got you.
It's all unicorn farts and
Nah.
fairy dust in there.
Okay, Predator's gonna be in here then.
It's utopia.
No, we'll never see it coming.
All right. Anyway.
That might be the best way to die.
It sounded like everybody had fun. I had fun.
Yeah.
Playing a thoroughly broken, in need of refinement Starship combat system. And we'll go from there. It'll get
You got to try it.
Yep, it'll get tweaked and dialed in, and we'll figure it out next time. It'll be better. But yeah, some good role playing, some good fun was had, I think. So that's it. That's all I got. I got 2 phone calls to make, apparently.
Cool.
Alright.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Y'all.
We'll see y'all later.
Catch you later. Bye.
See you.
See ya.
Bye.